everybody. I'm Erik Gibbs with Gambling News, and I'm here with Cosmin Mesenschi, founder of FirstByte, who has become a leader in the world of affiliate activity tied to cryptocurrency and the gambling industry. Thank you, Cosmin, for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you here, and we're definitely looking forward to getting your insight on how the industry is changing and what you see coming down the pipe. First of all, what is your involvement with cryptocurrency other than through FirstByte? Did you have any relationship with crypto before you launched FirstByte?
Yes, I definitely had. I was very curious since the beginning. I started to look into crypto like 2 years ago. And then I started investing like a little crypto trader. But then the market was evolving. I was getting into gambling. And I kind of lost track of crypto for about 6-7 months. And then after that, I started to build up my affiliate website. And when I saw crypto as it was getting even more and more exposure from different countries, I said that this is something that I should focus on. So that's why I opened my website about crypto gambling, and also the passion for gambling as an industry is good for me, and it's kind of a great combination to have them both. So the market is very big, and there are a lot of companies, especially in the affiliate world. And if you want to succeed or to thrive, at least you need to find like a little or and powerful niche. So this is what I have been looking for and focusing in the last months.
Nice. But it's turning out to be a great time to get involved, that's for sure. I know that you have several platforms launched under the under your umbrella. One, of course, is CryptoGamble.tips. What other
Yes.
sites are you currently operating to help build context?
The other platforms are currently ongoing, like building. They are not live, but we are still mainly focused on CryptoGamble.tips because it's where the main focus of the company is. We are looking also into crypto trading, like to be on top of that too. We have a website that is coming and is called Hard Fork. It's coming from a name from the industry which is a hard fork. And hard fork is like when a crypto market, like a cryptocurrency, needs to make a big change in the core development. They divide the teams, and so that was the main idea of the new brand that we are launching. The only thing is like the different typing is not hard fork with F, but rather like PH org, so hard fork in that way. So yeah, we're looking forward to launching because I think it's gonna be a great brand, and looking to push in this direction, especially because the market is moving toward adaptation of blockchain and this way, let's say.
Sure. And when do you expect to have Hard Fork up and running? How quickly?
I think by the end of September should be live and pushing strong to the English market.
Okay.
And then when we set up the team, like a bigger team, we will expand in different countries for sure, especially Italian market, because well, I do know the Italian market. So
Yeah, definitely. You had mentioned very recently in an interview on Affiliate Grand Slam that you're currently building out your team. You're bringing in more experts.
yes.
How many do you have involved now, and what are your short-term plans to recruit more individuals?
So we are 3 people focusing on creating content, marketing strategies, and then we have different freelancers that help us to support these activities. And in the short term is we are just looking to strengthen this team, to make it more to have spirit, teamwork, and to be like a huge strong team. That's all. And then once we are there, and the site grows even more, I'm sure that new people needs to be there. Like we need people, because if you think about it, big companies, they are big just because they have resources, like people. And if you have the right people that are talented, that have passion about what they do, then it's clear and strong indicator that you will reach success in the end. Because if you all work for the same goal, which is like deliver content for the industry that you are, and or you are building a product that makes while you solve a solution for somebody, then it's just a matter of time until you reach the goal that you set yourself. So I'm sure that in the future, marketing experts should be right in our team, developers, because today, if you are not in the tech world, you are basically not online. I mean,
Right.
you need tech people, and they have huge capabilities to deliver in creating new technologies to be on top of the market. So it's definitely something that we will definitely look into. And we have a lot of people that are asking to work with us, but currently we are just keeping focusing the team to make it strong.
Well, you've been doing a good job too. I mean, you scored several key partnerships lately, and that's certainly going to
Yes.
help influence the growth that you see, especially as you start to look toward expansion in Asia and Africa, as you've mentioned previously in other interviews. So it's you're definitely on the right path and achieving great things. What as an entrepreneur and a founder of what is basically a company in a very small niche market currently, what has been your biggest challenge getting things going?
The biggest challenge right now, I think, is deliver time. I mean, it's not a, how can I say, the biggest challenge should be like managing all the partners, because there are many people, many companies that come and they want to be partner of our brand, and you should always find. I mean, for our situation is like we need to partner up with people, with companies that we know we can deliver for them.
Mhm.
It's not like I can accept everybody that comes to me, because it's not sustainable in the long term, and is not sustainable in the short term too, because I cannot deliver many clients to 10,000 companies while we are getting 20,000 traffic monthly, for
Mhm.
example. So you should like find a balance between that. So this is what we are thriving at the moment, but I'm sure that it's just the beginning. So you still are assessing how the market is responding to your product, and this is like the current challenge. But the team
Sure.
is like is performing, so is like pushing to deliver quality leads, not only just leads at all. So we're looking for that.
When you're looking for your clients or your partners rather, what are the criteria that you mostly focus on before determining that this company is the ideal fit for you?
So there are different criteria that we look into. One of the first thing I like to do is to check online how other players have, how do they look at these companies. So we go to forums, we check what do they think. We check different threads to see how is this casino doing for them. Do they have a good reputation? Do they have a bad reputation? Okay, good. Let's sign up for the casino. Let's play there. Let's see how we have, what's our experience. Because okay, my experience might be different than yours, but in the end, you will see how the customer team will will help you in your experience while you play casino. So we really take it from the player point of view, because I believe uh, you cannot create a review, for example, or talk about a casino if you never played a casino.
Mhm.
So I think you should be like the product of the product. So if I am the reviewer, I need to understand better what's this product about. What's this feature? What's the latest slot machine that you had on the homepage? Is it worth to play? So I need to make some questions every time I'm trying to review a casino, and make sure that it's up to the standards that we want. And the standard that I want when we publish a casino is to be on top, because there are so many big companies. They have much more resources than we have, and how do we make a difference in the market when we have so little resources? So the best thing to do is like to find a way to deliver more with less of what we have. So this is a different like a criteria we use.
Well,
One
you've been
of
doing a good
the
job,
many.
that's for sure. You've definitely been delivering a lot, and you've hit on a market that is in short supply right now, but one that is certainly growing. I mean, there's always been an intrinsic relationship between cryptocurrency and gambling ever since
Yes.
basically both started. But as you mentioned, before, there hasn't been a lot of interest put into combining the two from a marketing aspect, and it's a niche that you're feeling uh, now with the company. It, a couple of days ago, about a week ago, a crypto insider said that within 20 years, Bitcoin is going to take over the American dollar. It's going to be the currency
Mhm.
that is used. It's a bold statement to make, and I'm sure that some people are not ready to believe that that's going to happen. But if you see what's going on with the crypto trends, there is certainly a lot of room for that type of growth. Since Bitcoin first started 10 years ago, it's made tremendous progress. Where
Yes.
do you see Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, how much further is it going to evolve? Will it reach the point where it is truly challenging, the dollar for dominance in the market?
For what I see, like I believe there are two different point of views here. One is from the technology point of view, where we have the blockchain, and that is something that for sure in the 20 years will be there, and probably we will create a lot of products, services on top of that.
Mhm.
If we want to, let's say, make a contract between me and you to start a new company, we will definitely look up to for smart contracts. That's something that I believe it's the future,
I
because
agree.
the technology, it's all digitalized now, and there are always new ways to make it more secure, and blockchain does this perfectly. uh, Regarding the price of Bitcoin, and if this will switch with the US dollar, I don't believe so. And this is why, because I am sure the Fed is going to create their own currency, like the stable coin, and they will make anything in their power to don't put Bitcoin on the top, because they have different interests rather than having Bitcoin there. Then there are different point of views and different thoughts about this, but well, I hope Bitcoin goes up, because our portfolio is well in this market. But I cannot build a company based on hopes, because
Sure.
then you cannot live like this. You have to protect your company. So
But do
you
you
have
see
to.
Bitcoin, for example, right now,
Yeah.
I can go anywhere with a euro and a dollar and purchase anything. Do you think that Bitcoin will reach that level where essentially you can use Bitcoin just the same as you use euros and
This
dollars currently?
I believe so. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
do that. We are currently paying freelancers for doing some jobs with us with crypto. They prefer that. We pay with that. If they want fiat, we do fiat. But for us, it's like using euro. But if we are really at the beginning of this, then in 20 years probably we will do the same with many other things. And there are so many new companies. They are coming up, like for traveling. If you want to book your hotel for your next vacation, you can do with crypto. Of course, you have to keep in consideration, if you are a business, about the volatility in the price. But you have to keep a lot of many other things in mind when you have the business. But still, you still are doing that anyway. For example, Elon Musk is accepting Bitcoin to buy Tesla.
Mhm.
So definitely we are moving that way too, because it's something that you use to make exchanges. Is like in the past you have gold, but then we switched to paper. But it's still the same concept. We are moving toward the digitalization of everything. So yeah.
I agree. I mean, if you look back over the history, right, the long-term history of currency, it's gone through hundreds of thousands of changes since currency first began. At the beginning of time, people were using seashells as currency, and then it was
Yeah.
gold, it was paper. I mean, there have been a lot of options over the years. We are definitely now in the digital world. There's no getting away
Yeah.
from that. And this transition is going to continue. Right now, Cosmin and Erik are sitting right in the middle of a major transformation in industry, especially the gambling industry.
Yes.
More digital is coming everywhere. We see it every single day. And I think you're right. I think, blockchain will undoubtedly play a huge role in the future with how contracts are drawn up and signed, and how all types of documents are controlled and managed. But I also do believe that cryptocurrency, in one form or another, whether it be stable coins or Bitcoin or both, will play a larger role in the global financial world. So, what we're seeing right now is really just the beginning of something huge that's going to be coming down the pipe. Whether Bitcoin, dominates the dollar or the euro 20 years from now, it's very hard to say. A lot can happen in 20 years. It was only 30 years ago, a little bit more than 30 years ago, that the US decided to move away from the gold standard as the
Yeah.
basis for the dollar. So, it doesn't take long for people to change their minds on the direction. But what we're seeing with crypto is that it has real world tangible value that breaks down borders across the entire world. And that is something that, was seen when email was created, where all of a sudden companies could communicate with counterparts throughout the world in a matter of minutes. The the introduction of the internet, the World Wide Web, broke down borders, broke down barriers. Cryptocurrency is doing that as well, and it's definitely going to continue. To what degree, that's hard to say, but we're seeing a transformation. We're going to continue to see it over the next, probably 50 years.
Yes.
And in the meantime, you are able to bring about a service and a platform that is going to help shape the future of the gambling industry. And it's providing a service that is, much uh, regarded and very well received. Um, One of the things that often comes up with the digital world, of course, is artificial intelligence, and you've
Yes.
hinted before at starting to explore how to bring AI into your operations. In what aspect do you see AI playing a role in affiliate marketing, and specifically within your business?
I believe AI is going to be big as an industry, as they will help you automate a lot of stuff, a lot of manual work, but not only. they will help you in making better decisions. As the 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 programs, how let's call it programs, but they are not programs. Um, they will help you in managing so much of a big data that a human cannot do in that short of period of time. So based on this, I would say that you are faster in making business decision, and you can make what a company that doesn't use AI in less time. So that means you can make you can create whatever product or service you're delivering much faster for the industry and have this edge uh, toward your competitors. So how do FirstByte will integrate this? Is like using all this technology to make only better decision according to the data that we can take. And as many other companies, they will do the same thing. It's like all this information that you gather because you have all these analytical tools. Somebody has to manage this data. Somebody has to understand the data, and you can still use human power for sure because human power needs to be there. Uh, but if you can automate and get an help from a machine that does 10 times, 100 times faster decision than you, then you need to use these things, these tools, because they are definitely helping you. Then for sure you won't leave 100% of the decision to the machine, because the machine might not have all the information or the capabilities that a human have. You can still take out the emotional control from the machine, but the human has instinct, and those instincts and experience cannot be beaten by a machine. So in the end, the player, the final user, or us, like a company, we need to use automation to make better decision. So as any other company.
Sure, definitely. And it goes hand in hand with, the other aspects of what we've been talking about with the digital transformation. It's not just blockchain, it's not just crypto. This whole digital concept is becoming the norm now. And of course, artificial intelligence is very intrinsically involved in the digital transformation. So, like you said, we will continue to see AI take a larger role um, in data analysis and how we interpret what's going on in the gambling world. Of course, the gambling world today, since it is more digital, um, and it continues to move even further into the digital realm, there are a lot of issues that still have to be addressed in the iGaming segment.
Mhm.
Is there one in particular that you feel should be changed quicker than others? In other words, is there something in the iGaming segment that you wish could be addressed sooner rather than later?
I need to think about it a moment. But there is great part. I mean, from the perspective of a player, they all look for more transparency,
Hmm.
and I think here the the iGaming industry is working toward that direction. They are, of course, taking on board blockchain and AI to deliver better products and services, but they are still struggling a little bit in on this side.
Hmm.
But thanks to this advancement of technology, the transparency is going to be bigger in the next months and years. So I think this is the answer to your question:
Definitely.
transparency.
I think you're right. There is definitely a need for better transparency on the part of a lot of operators. Some have realized that already and are starting to work toward offering, more insight into what's going on and providing better information to both the industry players, their partners, and consumers in general. So I think we will see a lot more coming. And again, it's just a really fascinating time to be involved and to be, to be able to witness the changes that are occurring and the path that the entire gambling industry is taking compared to where it's been, over the past couple of decades. Um, that's really about all of the questions that I wanted to ask in this initial interview. So I'm going to open it up to you and allow you to provide any additional information or details that you want to share with the world.
Oh, thank you very much, first of all, because it was very interesting. But I want to ask you one thing.
Sure.
Why do you think we are moving toward the transparency side of iGaming rather only without transparency? I mean, why do you think we are moving that way?
Well, it's become apparent, and there have been a couple of studies recently, as a matter of fact, that have shown that more and more individuals, not necessarily gamblers per se, but individuals want more transparency out of all of the companies that they interact with. When it comes to gambling, of course, the inherent interaction of the player with the site and knowing that they are giving up large sums of money to what is basically an anonymous form, right? Because they don't have direct, they can't walk down the street and say, hey, where's my money? It's all digital, it's all virtual. And by enabling better transparency, the operators are giving consumers more confidence in that platform, which will ultimately mean more interaction, which is another way of saying more sales, more revenue, right? And
so in the end, it all comes down to one thing, which is trust. We all need to trust the company that we want to work with or we want to make business with.
Right.
It's like if a user wants to gamble to one particular casino, he has to trust this casino, but casino has to create an environment for the user to make that trust come. Like I need to make the user come to my casino because he trusts me. But how do I do that? How do I make this with transparency? So in the end, if I give him more information about who I am, how is the company delivering the games, what kind of who is the people behind? So I guess giving this kind of information, the person that wants to sign up for the casino, for example, is more calm inside, is more secure about who is interacting with. So yes, I guess we are on the same wave of thinking.
Definitely, I agree 100%. Well, Cosmin, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today. We really appreciate your time. Again, this is Erik Gibbs with Gambling News, speaking with Cosmin Mesenschi from FirstByte, the only and first marketing affiliate for the gambling industry targeting the crypto space. And I appreciate your time. Look forward to having you back again and again as we develop the new gambling world that we're living in. And hope you have a lot of success with all of your endeavors.
Thank you very much. And we're looking forward to show you our success.
Thanks, Cosmin. Take care.
Thank you.